All right, hi everyone. This video is going to walk you through how to add a captioned video into Canvas. Okay, so we're going to assume that you've already found a video. If not, go out and find a great video. We're going to assume that you have submitted the video to us for captioning. If not, please submit the video or a list of videos to us for captioning. I do need to take a quick side note here real quick. Please make sure that your video can actually be captioned. So what's happened is a lot of you sent videos to us that can't be captioned. I assume that's because in the training I said, please send all videos to us because all videos need to be captioned. I, in my mind, meant to say, make sure all videos that have dialogue are captioned. You heard me say all videos, and you took me very literally and said all videos and sent them all to us. So please screen your videos in advance. Make sure that your video actually has some dialogue. You know, a good example is Early Childhood Education sent a batch in, and some of them is just background noise or babies cooing, which, you know, is awesome. We all love babies, but that's not actually something that can be captioned. So my apologies if I was unclear on that. Make sure you screen them and that your videos they actually have dialogue and can be captioned. If they can't, by the way, just embed the video like normal, and please put a little notice underneath, something like, you know, notice this video only has background noise, or this video only has babies cooing, or this video only has music in the back, something like that, just so that if somebody does take your class who requires captions, they're not going to go looking for the captions and they know that they don't exist. Okay, so you've sent the video to us, you've got it captioned. We are now sending the captions to you starting today, and we're going to try and get those out this week, so you'll have the captions sent to you. They're going to be sent back to you in the form of HTML. Okay, and so for those of you who either freak out because you don't know how to do HTML, or even go, I don't know what HTML is, don't worry. The good news is you don't have to know that. We're going to show you how to do it. If you can copy and paste, you can do this. You don't need to know HTML. You don't even need to know what it is. You just need to be able to copy and paste text, which I assume most, if not all of you, can do. Okay, so let's walk you through how to do it. We're in our Canvas class, and we can go to anywhere where that rich content editor is. So again, assignments, announcements, discussions, syllabus. I'm going to go to Pages and go there. I'm going to add a new page. And you'll notice this is the rich content editor, the one we just talked about and we turned on over the weekend. I'd ask you how you guys like it, but you've probably been using it for about an hour and want me to leave you alone. So easy enough. We add a title, and we're going to show you how to do it in a second, but I want to pause and give you one quick tip here. Some of you have already run into this. A lot of you are used to something like Word where you just kind of slap your pictures and your videos in, and then you kind of arrange them later, add your text or resize, move it around, all of that. And some of you have now found out that that really doesn't work well in Canvas with videos, like for example a Panopto video, because it's almost impossible to move it around, to add text after the fact, those sorts of things. So what I'm going to really encourage you to do is kind of lay out your page in advance and then put the video in. So, you know, let's assume I'm typing something brilliant here. Here is a video on Newton's 3 laws, blah, blah, blah. It's brilliant. I'm going to hit a few enters, including a couple extra, scroll back up, and so now I've got my words up above it, my introduction, I've got my spaces below, and here comes the easy part. This is actually the simplest part. I simply click on Insert and Embed, and then paste that HTML text that we sent you. And if you look at this and say, oh my goodness, that looks so confusing, I have no idea what it means, great, I don't either. You don't need to know that. You just type the text into here. Canvas will do all the work for you. Click on Submit, and voila, there's your video. And that 3-play logo is right where your captioning is going to show up. Keep in mind, I added a few enters afterwards to make sure that there was space underneath it, so I can add a second video. So I add my intro to second video. This is another great video you should watch. Again, I like hitting a couple of enters afterwards and then scroll back up, and we're going to pretend that this is a second video rather than the same one twice, but you can embed as many videos as you need on a page, and there's a second one. Okay, so once I've added my text, once I've formatted it, once I've added my videos, I just click on Save or Save and Publish. And here's my page, here's my intros, here's my videos. I see that 3 play logo, and you notice when we hit play,
Do you believe that children of this age are too young to have real?
there's your captions. Okay, so the great thing about this, in addition to the fact that it's pretty simple to put it in, is that your students don't have to do anything. They don't have to turn it on. They don't have to click on the CC button. They don't have to go to YouTube to get it. It just plays right on this, right on the Canvas page underneath the embedded video. No work required on their part. So that's great. It means that they can watch your stuff. They can understand it better, better comprehension, better retention. They're going to get that key information. So that's why we're encouraging you guys to use this, whether you have people who might need accommodations or not. Okay, so again, a reminder, if you want to do this, all your videos, if there is any dialogue, should be captioned. Just send us a link of the videos. We'll send those captions back to you. Now, the only thing that I'll say is our hope is this is a piece of cake and really easy for all of you. But if you do run into any problems, or if you just listen to this video and go, oh my God, I have no idea what Tim just said, it sounded like Greek to me, that's fine. Shoot us an email, myself or Colin, olc@batestech.edu. Shoot us an email. We'll be happy to set up a Zoom session and take just 5 or 10 minutes and walk you through this a time or two until you feel comfortable doing it. Okay? So again, we think this is a great advantage, something wonderful to offer to our students. We really want you to take advantage of it. Other than that, I hope it works out great for you and you have a great week.